hers out first because she went first and then put mine out. So, like I said, we got some new people to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mo. This is my channel, Mo Nation. Make sure you go and follow my Instagram at Just That Kid, 2 underscores and 2 D's, and then my business page, Rich Creation LLC. If you don't know, I make custom cups, like I showed in the last video. Custom cups, you know, fitted for your car or whatever. Because I mean, as car enthusiasts, we like custom stuff, and I don't know, like, don't get caught with no naked tumbler or no naked Yeti. So, and I also make motivational tees. You can see non-toxic vibes, and then she has one on also. So that's my own brand of t-shirts that me and my sister make, and we have, it's called Positivities, because we're trying to promote positivity through our business and stuff. So it's other shirts that we make. We got our entrepreneur shirts, stuff like that. So y'all go check that out on our Etsy. I'm gonna put the link is down below. So if y'all want to support the channel, just go ahead and like grab y'all a shirt or something, and that helps support the channel. So number 5, if you watched the last video, she was talking about how much room that they have in the G8. So if you know me, you know that make sure you follow my Instagram, because that's why I post everything first. When I get mods and when I'm doing mods, it's all posted to my Instagram before I even make the video. But if you look at my Instagram, you're gonna see, scroll through it, and you'll see my GTO that I had about 2.5 years ago. So I traded the GTO in and I got this. Because I wanted this because, like, I wanted the room, I wanted the room like the I wanted the performance like the GTO, but I wanted more room. And also, I mean, I was having other problems with the GTO, but it's just that the GTO didn't have enough room in the trunk. The back seats was, even though it was real comfortable, the seats were more comfortable in the GTO than this. But this, like, I can sit in my back seat with my seat all the way back. I fit fine back there. The back seat is actually pretty comfortable. I have enough room in the trunk, because right now I got buku stuff in the trunk. I got old struts and shocks and springs and all kind of stuff sitting in the trunk. But I have plenty of room in the trunk, plenty of room up here, and it's enough to fit. Like, I have my nephew's car seat in here, my daughter's car seat in here, plus another grown adult sitting in the back, and then somebody sitting in the front, and we ride comfortably, not all hunched up and stuff like that. So that'll be like the number 5, you know, the thing that I like, one thing I like about it. But so number 4, what I like about the vehicle, number 4, what I like about the G8 is the reliability. And I know some of the stuff is some of the stuff that she said, but it's honestly, the reliability of the G8 is pretty good. Now, I'm gonna say this: everybody has their own experience, because I've talked to somebody that had nothing but a negative experience with their G8, and I have nothing but some positive experiences. And when something does happen to it, like, I honestly feel like I can't get mad, because it's like, okay, well, that's something that I've probably been putting off on, or something that I should have taken care of, or, you know, that's a wear and tear type of thing. That couldn't have been prevented. It was gonna happen sooner or later. So, but if you don't know, I do have a full-time job. So I work in the oil field, and I go to work 2 weeks on, 1 week off. And so before if you don't know, I do have a 99 Dodge Durango 4x4. So before I got the Durango, I was using the car to go to work. And so if you work in the oil field, if you know about the oil field and how to get to the rigs and all that stuff, you know that it's nothing but dirt roads and all that. Like, dirt roads, potholes that's gonna suck up your little car and all that stuff. So, and it wasn't until I put the G8 in the ditch that I went and bought the Durango. So, whenever the guy was installing my struts, the shocks in the back, he pulled out these 2 rocks. He said they were sitting in the control arm. And if these rocks, like, survive trips to Louisiana, no telling how long, like, just the reliability of the car is great, because it hasn't left me on the side of the road except for like a flat tire or something like that. That's because the car doesn't come with a spare. But I do have extra rims now, so I couldn't take that and put it in the trunk. But other than that, like, I haven't had any problems with it.
But it's also, like you said, depends on the quality of how you buy your
LS2 top end and LS3 bottom end. So it's a Frankenstein motor. So the performance on it, I mean, I honestly love it. I raced the GTO after I got the headers and the tune, and I was putting about a fender on them, and one time maybe about almost a car I was kind of pulling. He was keeping up with me, but still, for a big sedan, like 4-door sedan, big old truck, like it was performing like better than what I thought it was gonna do, honestly. And it's also easier to work on, like putting headers and stuff. There's a lot of room under the hood. It's gonna get like something to where you still want that sporty feel, but you want like a family vehicle, like the G8. I think the G8 is like one of the perfect vehicles for that. But if you don't know what the car is, you don't know what the car is. You just kind of blankly looking at it like, what the hell is that? So that gets to number 2. So number 2 of what I love about the G8 is the appearance. The uniqueness to how it looked, like how the fenders come out almost as if it has a wide body kit on it. It has especially after I put the front split on, like it looks aggressive, very aggressive. I've even been told that it looks like an Audi with the headlights that I have on it, that it looks like an Audi coming down the street. And then especially with the little things that I did to it here and there, it makes it stand out. And like she was saying in the video, in her video, that you don't see too many G8s. Like no matter where you go, you don't see too many G8s. Well, I see one here and there, and it's like the G8, the SS, you barely kind of see. So it's a car that's unique to its own. It has like all these other cars that I've been reviewing, has its own personality. Like it doesn't take from one car, or it has its own motor, it has its own everything to it. It's just different. So that would get to number 1. So the thing that I love about this car the most is the story behind the car. So remember when we went to the car meet at All Team Bash? Make sure y'all go watch that video too. Went to All Team Bash, and that older guy got out the car. He had the SS, the red SS.
Oh, he was telling his
yeah.
wife,
The story behind the car.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, this car is an Australian. Not this necessary car is from Australia, but the design and all that stuff. It was made in Australia first, and they take it. It's originally right-hand drive, and they take it and they bring it to the U.S. and make it left-hand drive. But it's called a. What?
Is that why the gas tank is on that side?
I don't know. Maybe it could be why. I don't know. I know that's why. If you have a G8, you're gonna be like what I'm about to say next. You'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So if you have a G8, one thing you notice is for the air. To turn the air on is on the right side and not the left side. And I know that's something. I know that's something small, but that's how the car wasn't made. It's supposed to be right-hand drive, and they take it to the US and make it left-hand drive. But that's why to turn the air on is on the right side and not the left side, because you would think it'd be closer to the driver to turn the air on instead of reaching over. But that's why. It could be the reason why the gas tank is on the passenger side and not this side. So technically, it's a foreign car,
Yeah.
because it's from Australia. So Pontiac, if y'all don't know, it's called the Holden Commodore in Australia. So GM took the Holden Commodore, rebashed it as a Pontiac, and they put it out. They called it the Pontiac G8 GT in the United States. So whenever we went to when we went to the All Team Bash, this older guy got out his SS. He had a Chevy SS. He got out and he was explaining to his lady friend or his wife, I'm not sure, it might have been his wife. He was explaining to her, he said, this car is like the same car as mine, except my car my car is the newer version of this. So he was saying that this was the older version of his car, and basically explaining to her like the story behind the car, that it's really called a Holden Commodore. That'll be the 5 things that I like about the G8. Of course, there's a whole lot more that I love about the G8, but that's just the 5. That's just me talking out of my head. Now, if I sit down and I really think about it and write it down, to get a G8, make sure you go add me on Just That Kid on Instagram, all right? Just That Kid, 2 underscores and 2 D's at the end. And if you have any questions about the G8, you know, like, I guess reliability wise or whatever, if you see one that you thinking, you know, like, oh man, is that a good deal or not? Like, just hit me up. I don't mind helping you out. I know somebody hit me up recently, said they was going to get a, they saw a V6 G8 for $5,000 with 200,000 miles on them, and I told them, I recently saw a GT for $5,000 with less than 200,000 miles on it. You know, so I would prefer a GT over the V6, but hey, everybody preferences different. You know, everybody's different. So, like I said, if you're looking to get one, hit me up. If you see one, you're not sure if that's a good deal or not, hit me up and I'll give you my personal opinion if I feel like that's a good deal, or if you should try to talk them down, or you should keep looking or something. Because honestly, like I said, this is a great family car.
You also used to be a car salesman.
So yeah, and also, if y'all don't know, I used to be a car salesman too, so I know people say, oh, I know how that works, but I honestly do know behind the scenes, you know, all that, what's going on behind the scenes, was you know, how the deal work and all that stuff, all the tricks and all that the managers play and the car salesmen play, and different stuff they do to try to get you to buy and all that stuff. Because I used to be a car salesman, not necessarily saying I was doing all that. That was one of the biggest conflicts when I was a car salesman, was that I didn't want to feel like I was scamming somebody. I wanted to put you in a car that you like and not a car that you didn't like, because I didn't want to be that car salesman. I didn't want to be that person that you think of every time something went wrong with the car that you never wanted in the beginning. So I've been thinking about maybe going back and doing that too. So I don't know. But like I said, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. There's gonna be more videos. There's gonna be some more detailed videos, and there's gonna be more reviews. I just haven't had time to go by the dealership. But if y'all are looking for a vehicle, make sure y'all go and y'all hit Rocky up at Chuck Nash. And I'll see y'all in the next video.